The Dragon King, Part 1, Flirting with Danger. Written by Cynthia Mendoza. Narrated by Rebecca Wolf. Chapter 1. Rodney Delgado, the special agent in charge, or SAC, for my field office, stuck his head into my cubicle and gave me a grin. His dark hair was withering away, giving way to a head that was more bald than not. And his smile was strange-looking, almost as if he were trying to teach himself how to do it, and having a hard time doing it, which made sense, since he wasn't really the type of man who smiled often. The deeply etched frown lines gave that away. "Agent Ryan, good news. You have your first assignment," he said, motioning for me to follow him into his office. I did as I was told, shutting the door behind me. SAC Delgado handed me a file, which I opened and saw the words "Brothers in Hellfire" written across the top. I side-eyed him and waited for him to tell me more, but he didn't say anything. "Brothers in Hellfire? Is this some type of biker gang?" I asked. "No, nothing like that," he sighed, the grin gone and the far more familiar frown fixed upon his face once more. He ran a hand through his thinning hair before he continued. "Mafia, Miss Ryan. We're dealing with the mafia. Or, rather, a new incarnation of the mafia that we've never seen in Los Angeles before." "They don't sound Italian. Or Russian," I said. "They're not." I flipped through the file. On the first page was a dossier on Silas Steele, the so-called leader of this mafia. Staring at his picture, I couldn't help but think if he'd wanted to model or act, he'd probably be able to fit right into the Hollywood scene. His shoulder-length golden hair and well-defined cheekbones would have surely made him a hot commodity in the superficial celebrity circuit. Why someone like him would choose a life of crime when he could have had a life of fame and adulation was beyond me. But there were a multitude of reasons why people did the things they did, and not all of them made a lot of sense. "So why me?" I asked, closing the file. I mean, if they're the mafia, shouldn't someone else be working on this? Someone with more experience who isn't straight out of the academy? Plain and simple, the answer is yes. Someone more experienced should be assigned to this case, but we need someone to go undercover. And who better to go undercover than a fresh face no one has seen before? My palms felt sweaty and there was a knot in my stomach that was tightening painfully. There was something Delgado wasn't telling me. A few somethings, judging by the way he looked at me, the way his eyes narrowed in on me. But this was my opportunity to prove to them that I had what it took to excel in the field. As a rookie, it wasn't common for assignments like this to be handed out directly. Usually I would either...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?